Of webworms in a pecan orchard. It appears to be a cheaper, safer, more effective way to study biological control of insect pests and diseases of trees. A pilotless research plane known as NADSAT. This report was produced with the support of the National Science Foundation and the General Motors Research Laboratories. I'm Don Herbert for your information on Q13.
That's our report for now. Join me for more news and weather coming up in 1 hour, right after the Big Valley.
Q13, the Northwest's own movie channel, KCPQ.
Dynasty, weekdays at 3 here on KCPQ 13.
And chemical industries doing chemical research by computer. This report was produced with the support of the National Science Foundation and the General Motors Research Laboratories. I'm Don Herbert for your information on Q13.
That's our report for this hour. We'll have more news and weather coming up at 2:55, along with some good news for older folks who like to jog. Good afternoon, I'm Marianne McClary. One of the nation's largest airlines today is trying to deal with a strike by its flight attendants. TWA says it's trying to take care of all its passengers by booking them onto other airlines if possible. Not all flights out of SeaTac have been canceled, but a few have, so check before you leave. Warning labels will soon appear on aspirin bottles, warning consumers of a possible link between the drug and an often fatal childhood illness. The FDA wants to warn parents about Rye syndrome. The regulation takes effect 90 days from today. The Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh is having some trouble finding a place to live. He was deported from Greece yesterday and arrived in London last night, but was turned away at the door as an undesirable alien. After spending the night at Heathrow Airport, he took off today for the Caribbean. If you're hoping to refinance a loan at a lower rate, you're already getting a good hand from Uncle Sam. The Federal Reserve Board today cut the rate that it charges banks by 0.5% to 7%. Many banks did the same for their customers, dropping the rate to 9%. Even a thundershower or two won't keep us from enjoying this pre-spring weather. The clouds and sun will trade off for the rest of the day, with winds gusting 20 to 30 miles an hour. The rain chance is 90% through tonight. Tomorrow, showers most of the day with brief partial clearing. Probably not a good day to wash your car. The high will be in the 50s. Over 50 and love to jog? Some good news for you coming up next. Jogging is a sport that apparently knows no bounds. Runners stretch from 6 to age 60, but it was believed that jogging posed some potential problems for the older set, such as premature arthritis. Now researchers say that's all a myth. Greg Lefebvre reports.
When Harold Thurston started running at age 57, his friends warned him about premature arthritis. But research published this week in the Journal of the American Medical Association says his friends' fears were unfounded. Dr. Nancy Lane of Stanford University studied runners aged 50 to 72. She says extensive x-rays of runners' knees and lower spines showed older runners have no more tendency toward arthritis than non-runners.
We found more new bone formation, some spurring, but no difference in the cartilage space.
Lane did x-ray studies of 82 people, half of them dedicated runners and half non-runners. Dr. Lane also found the bones of older runners are much stronger than those of non-runners the same age.
The fact that the runners, especially the women, had more bone mineral compared to their controls shows that exercise against gravity, running, has helped to hang on to the bone mineral that women in their postmenopausal years lose so quickly.
She says the benefits come to those who run or at least briskly walk about 20 miles a week. Thurston runs about 30 miles a week. Now at age 67, he recalls the warnings that his knees would not take the strain.
It occurred to me that that might happen, and there's no evidence that it's happened at all in the 10 years that I've been